All right, so one of you all wrote in on the email, ripjerseyteam@gmail.com, by the way. One of you all wrote in, with as young and inexperienced as Brock Purdy is, do you think you can trust him in these playoffs? Now listen, let's not start this, folks. Let's not start this. There is no reason to believe that Brock Purdy will play under his standards in these playoffs. Do not let anybody try to convince you because he's a rookie that he's going to go out there and choke. It's just not the case. Here's the reason why. No part of Brock Purdy's offense requires him to be this outstanding quarterback that's going to dazzle you with great arm strength and great plays for his team to win. He doesn't have to do that. When you look at his roster from top to bottom, Brock Purdy is surrounded probably by arguably the best offense and defense in the NFL. This is the roster as a whole. Now, I know it hasn't looked like that all season long. That's because they were hurt. The 49ers have been hurt all season long, and they are in this situation. Point being, the reason Brock Purdy is in the game is because both quarterbacks got hurt before him. So the 49ers are now at full strength. And they go into the playoffs red hot. They haven't lost with Brock Purdy leading the way. And you add Deebo Samuels back to this. One of the best running back receiver combo guys in the NFL, along with Christian McCaffrey and George Kittle. This offense with Sean McVay's system, I mean, you think about how unstoppable this could be. They already had a great defense. But you think about with all these guys back together, this is going to be a problem for most teams. Brock Purdy doesn't have to do these crazy plays. All he has to do is stay poised and make great decisions in the pocket. Don't turn the ball over. Everything else will come. And that's not taking anything away from Brock Purdy, but his job is easy. It's going to be easy. And easy is relative. I'm not saying easy overall, but throughout the rest of the quarterbacks in the NFL, his job is going to be easier based on who he has along with him. You look at his stats this year. Brock Purdy would be a Rookie of the Year candidate and possibly in conversations for the MVP if he had kept this up through the entire year. Now, he's only been there 6 weeks. But if he had done this throughout the entire year, imagine where he would be, what we'd be saying about this guy. Would anybody care about the Mr. Irrelevant and the last pick in the draft? Would anybody be holding that against him right now? I don't think they would. With Brock Purdy leading the way, I think this team should make the NFC Championship game. Now, I know I said this early on in the year when I said the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys should make it. But that's before the Cowboys meltdown and we saw what Brock Purdy could actually do. With Brock Purdy leading this team, they should make the NFC Championship game. I think they should. And I don't know why anybody would argue that. We've seen this happen before. Now, I don't like to compare these young guys to greats, but I'll do it in this instance. Have you ever heard of Kurt Warner? From bagging groceries to Super Bowl wins, Rams #1 offense, greatest show on turf. Have you ever heard of Tom Brady? Well, obviously you heard of that guy. So this is not like some impossible task that can't be done. The 49ers have a very good, decent route to the Super Bowl. The toughest game I think they'll have to play will be against the Philadelphia Eagles if they make it that far. Listen, I believe in Brock Purdy. And you should too, especially if he hasn't shown us otherwise. Let's get into the next thing.
You're listening to the Rip Jersey Podcast.